Hey fam, welcome back to another episode of Reality Checked. It's been a long time since we logged on, but we're
Yeah.
back. We
Been
are
3 weeks of
back.
Big Brother.
Yeah, and we're recapping 3 weeks of Big Brother in a nutshell, starting with who went home? Kenny. Kenny went home. That's where we
Week
left off.
3. Hmm.
It was Cedric's HOH. Kenny goes home. Kenny was asking to go home. It
Yeah.
is what it is. I felt like he should have went home since he was asking and he was whispering to everybody. But what irritated me the most was that Quinn was next to him.
Hmm.
Quinn, they could have got a power out right there
Yeah,
because Kenny
literally.
wanted to go home. He's hugging everyone, saying, "Vote me out. I want to go home."
And that would have been the perfect like blind side as
Mhm.
well. You would have just been like, okay, yeah, we're all voting Kenny and y'all should have voted Quinn's ass out.
Yeah,
Like, even though like I like Quinn for the entertainment and the gameplay part of Big Brother, like he's making it interesting, but like he's a snake fan.
yeah.
Like you should
Snake in
be
the
getting.
grass.
Yep. That's the common phrase of literally every single episode.
Yeah, I
Every
know.
person is saying it, snake in the grass, snake
Yeah.
in the grass.
It's so funny. And so, okay, after Kenny goes home,
Mhm.
HOH is played, and who wins? Angela, second
Mhm.
HOH win. Hey,
Angela is a comp beast,
she
fam. Low
is. She
key. We're
is.
gonna give her flowers, fam, because she deserves it. She's crazy, but like she's really entertaining us this season. Like, I'm not gonna lie, with all her drama, with the whole cheese incident this past week, like everything Angela is giving us is just like entertainment. And she's definitely mellowed out. I don't think she's being as like mean towards other people. I haven't seen feeds. I've been off the feed updates thing, so I'm not 100% sure, but she seems okay now. So
Yeah,
I'm here for Angela.
me too. And the crazy part is last week, Tucker used his veto. Well, not this last week, but week three. Tucker
Mhm.
used his veto to save Angela, and Angela was just blindsided by that. And
Literally.
here she goes on to win HOH, Tucker's number one target,
Hmm.
and she is going to protect Tucker, or so we think. But who uses his power? Quinn.
Yep.
As a
Deep
secret
fake
HOH.
HOH.
Yep. Uses his power even though he said he wasn't gonna, which I knew that was bullcrap.
Yeah, we knew it was coming.
Uses his power, but it backfires on him.
Hmm.
And he puts up his three people, which was Cedric, it was Tucker, and it was MJ Mackenzie.
Yeah, like I got the thought process between putting Cedric up because it was like, okay, you don't want your alliance like to make it look like they're in an alliance, but at the same time I feel like that wasn't even the biggest reason for putting him up. They're kind of just like, oh, we're gonna use him as a pawn because we can trust him. Like, y'all realize that there's a ton of other votes in the house that can go the other way,
Yeah.
you know.
Especially if you wanted to keep your alliance together. I mean, you could have put up Leah. You literally
Hmm.
could have put up Leah. She's not in
Yeah.
anybody's alliance. That would have been safe. She probably would have went home. But no, who goes home? The pawn. The pawn goes home. And it was the first real blindside of the season.
The
And
biggest, yeah, the biggest one so far because we both had him on at the top of our list for
Mhm.
winner. Was he your winner pick
Yeah,
completely?
he literally,
Oh
I
my
think he was. I
God.
have to go back and look, but he was like, I think I had a top three and he was like one of them. I was
Mhm.
like, oh, he's gonna play a
Yeah,
good
same.
game. No,
He
no.
was until that week. Like, let's just talk about Brooklyn for a second. With her like ideas, giving the ideas to Quinn, like Brooklyn really pissed me off that week because it was like, okay, they wanted Tucker out so badly. And then she's like, okay, yeah, so let's throw Rubina under the bus and put her on the block. Like, I got her understanding, but I was like, dude, like, I thought you were solid with Rubina.
Mhm.
Like, from what we saw, Rubina and Brooklyn were like
Yeah,
always interrupting with one another. Why would you throw your girl under the bus? Like, even if Tucker like is being whatever, like at that point, like Brooklyn and Tucker didn't even have the worst relationship either.
no.
So it was kind of just like, okay, like what were your other reasons for wanting to put them on the block so bad together, you know? And your thought process, bro, got your one of your top Pentagon members sent home.
Yep.
And this is week four, right? Week
Mhm.
four. Like it's
Before.
still early in the game. So I was kind of just like, Brooklyn, you get what you deserve if it comes. And
And what irritated me the most about Brooklyn is so we saw that Chemo and T-Core was kind of like, I don't know, we like Rubina, we're in an
Mhm.
alliance with Cedric, like we got to think about what's best for our game. What irritated me the most about Brooklyn was her telling them like we need to do this or they're gonna I forget the exact word she said, but like we need to do this or he's gonna be mad or like she said something like that and they're like, okay. And then she
Yeah.
grabs Rubina and is like, you're going home. Like you're
Yeah,
legit.
right after Arena, right?
Yeah. And I
Yeah,
was
and I
like,
was like, I
I
would have
knew
been
she was telling her that. I like knew she was saying that because I
because
saw
she's trying to be all
Rubina.
nice,
Yeah.
like, oh, the house wants you out. She's like, the house wanted Rubina. More like you
Yeah.
wanted Rubina out, bro, because
You
you're the one that
literally wanted
wanted to
her out.
put her up 100%. Like that was not even Quinn's deep fake HOH, to be honest. Like he did not make moves with his deep fake
No.
at all, like at all. And it really did backfire on him, like you said, because it literally sent their leader of the
Mhm.
Pentagon. Because I would consider Cedric the leader of the Pentagon,
Yeah. I
like
think it was
he
like
was,
Cedric and Chelsea for sure. Like running
for
that
yeah.
whole thing.
And I just felt so bad for Chelsea.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm just like her like number one basically got
Yeah.
sent home. And it was definitely shocking for her too,
Yeah.
like she did not expect that.
Yeah. It was a blindside for pretty much everyone who either voted for Cedric or if they were sitting on the block, because even Rubina,
Yeah,
was, what the hell, right?
she was
Um,
shook.
but I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I
Yeah,
like when the house doesn't vote together. I don't think they should always vote together. That's
yeah.
boring.
It
Vote,
is boring.
save your friend, you know?
Have your own like independence in the game, and vote how you want to vote. And we have that blind side basically thanks to our boy Chemo and T-Core. They were literally the people blindsiding,
Yeah.
basically. They were playing both sides, but like at the same time, like I wouldn't even consider them playing both sides. Like they were kind of just civil with both sides of the house in a way. Maybe T-Core was playing them a little bit because I was shocked that T-Core was going to send Cedric home because they
Me
seem
too.
pretty close together,
Yeah.
but really, it was like thanks to Chemo and T-Corp acknowledging that they were at the bottom of the collective, and they did what they should have done, and they got themselves back to the top.
But honestly, if Quinn didn't say like, oh, there's a smaller alliance in the bigger one, and it doesn't
Mhm.
include you guys, which he thought he was building trust, but really it backfired on him because Kimo and
Yeah.
Timur was like, well, we don't trust him. So why would
Mhm.
we save his alliance member when we're not even in that alliance? And I was just here for that. I was here for it.
I was too. It's like no one trusts each other in this
Yeah.
house. Like, cause like I could see why Quinn wanted to share it with him. Cause Quinn, like, it sucks, but I think Quinn really felt like he had such a deep connection with Chemo and T-Core. But like, dude, it was obvious that T-Core and Chemo are closer with one another. They're gonna side with one another as a duo, over a three, like a trio. So it just goes to show, like, this season especially, you really don't know who you can trust.
Yeah.
It's kind of flip-flopping a lot in terms of like who people like kind of feel close with. And unless they're just not showing us a lot, of
Yeah.
the
Maybe.
things, maybe they're cutting out like some parts that we're not seeing. But yeah, that was a good move on Chemo and T-Core.
Looking out
And
for their game. And then Joseph follows, which is also
Mhm.
really good for his game because,
Yeah, I was shocked.
yeah.
I
So
love Joseph though.
after after this blind side, there was the legendary wall competition,
Mhm.
which I thought MJ was gonna win. I thought Mackenzie was gonna win because usually it's those petite kind of people who can stay on the longest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but who did it come down to? Quinn and Tucker.
Hmm.
Tucker, he was not shaken. He was
Quinn is impressing me.
Yeah.
With his physicality, like I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't expect it, but like Quinn just looks like an average guy, like he looks like a regular like build, but like he is really showing up like for these competitions. He's coming in like the top places and like the wall comp is a very physical
Yeah.
competition, one of the most physical probably.
And he
You
stayed
know,
on really long.
yeah, I thought Cam would have beat him,
Yeah.
like he's literally a football player, physical
Mhm.
therapist. So props to Quinn, but Tucker, of course, won, and that was what, his fifth or sixth win? His fifth win, I think, at that point.
At this point, I'm losing count. He is
Yeah.
dominating. Like
Mhm.
this is his first HOH, but he's won numerous vetoes,
Yeah.
every EBAI
AI.
comp that he was
Mhm.
in. So he is just dominating the game.
Yeah. I like it, but like I don't want it to become a steamroll,
Yeah.
But with what we saw this week, with how Rubina and T-Core were really questioning Tucker and his motives and his wants, I was also here for that because
Yeah.
it was kind of showing that like Rubina is there to play for her own game, She isn't just riding on the coattails of other people. Because that's how I was like kind of scared that that's how Rubina's game was going to turn. Is she's going to be in a showmance and get voted out with Tucker. But thank God, like she's kind of proving herself this week that, she does have like a mind of her own,
Yeah.
essentially. And I'm happy that she's getting closer with T-Core and Chemo because those three are like my top right now, I
I
think,
agree.
as
I
well
love
as
them.
Joseph. hmm
Yeah.
Those four, like, they're my top people right now. I think they have a lot of potential to go far, but we'll see though.
Yeah. I think everyone now is trying to get close to Tucker because he is a
Mhm.
beast. They're seeing that he is a freaking beast. When just the last week, y'all wanted him gone. Every single person wanted him gone.
Yep.
And now it's like every single person wants to chat with him and be in an alliance with him, whether MJ, Leah, and Cam is in an alliance with him or not, or if they were just hanging out. I mean, I could just see them just hanging out. Um, But yeah, I think by them like wanting to hang out more, especially during like his HOH, and he's been spending a lot more time with them rather than his real alliance members, it's getting a little fishy.
Yeah, it is, especially with how hard he really wanted to keep Cam this week. I'm like, dude, you guys need to get rid of, well, first of all, y'all need to get rid of Tucker.
Yeah.
I love Tucker, but you need to get rid of him because he will win everything. But if not, then you need to get rid of Cam because obviously him and Cam are
Are
close.
close. But
So
I forgot Tucker and Joseph have a final too.
yes, and how do people not realize that?
I
Tucker is
forgot about that.
constantly choosing Joseph for all these damn vetoes. He's like, Joseph, I want Joseph to play. I think he just chose him like two or three times in a row. And I'm like, okay, clearly there's a relationship between Joseph and Tucker fam.
Yeah.
Like, y'all need to point it out. But
Yeah.
maybe it's not obvious, like it's just obvious for us. Like we're watching. But yeah, they have a final two.
Mhm.
And they seem solid.
Yeah. I mean, I think they just get along really well. But I would like it would have been iconic if he did a final two with Quinn, his nemesis. Like that would have kind of been
Yeah.
iconic a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like Tucker would be down, but Quinn doesn't trust him,
Yeah.
like he doesn't, and I mean rightfully so. I wouldn't trust him either. But I mean, with how this week went, maybe Tucker and Quinn are building like a relationship with each other. Tucker had Quinn, Brooklyn, and Cam on the block before Vito. So, the house is thinking Quinn is out, but we were over here, me and my sister and Billy were talking, and we're like, he's gonna want Brooklyn out because Brooklyn did Rubina so dirty last week,
Mhm.
and Rubina had to have told him about it. And look what we knew. It was Brooklyn was the target for this week. And he was out here lying to Brooklyn and all of that and telling the truth to Quinn. But
Mhm.
then Quinn was out here repeating it to
Yeah.
Brooklyn. Like, bro, like you're on the block. Like, even if you don't trust him, like, why are you gonna tell like the other person he's saying is the target, you know, like your info? Like that definitely like made him not trust Quinn even more, you know.
Right.
So that was kind of just like, I don't know, like these people are playing good games, but they're also not,
Yeah.
you know. They
And
can't
I
keep it
think,
secret.
yeah, they're all big mouths, but the I think what was really good was when Tucker won veto, he took off Quinn and he put up Chelsea. So it made it look like Quinn was the one that exposed everything when really it was chemo.
True. That is true. It makes Quinn look way worse.
And so even Chelsea said, like, I don't care to go after Tucker anymore. I'm going after, Quinn, Joseph,
Hmm.
and who was I forget the last one was. Was it Cam? I don't even remember. But like, she's going after Quinn now because she thinks that Quinn was the one that spilt the beans.
Hmm.
But the
And
one
that
thing
was
I must
shocking too
say,
for Chelsea. Like
yeah,
she was shook to be
yeah,
on the block for sure.
yeah.
Like you could
She's a
tell.
competitor too. Like you
She
can't
is.
count her out.
Chelsea's
Like
good.
she's here to play.
She is. Like he's bright for coming for her. Even though I don't want to see Chelsea go yet, he is having the better idea to go after Chelsea because she is running things. Like she is having a lot of social like things as we saw with Rubina and T-Core both wanting to keep Chelsea there.
Yeah,
Even though they know Chelsea already won one HOH. She won like, oh, well, I guess maybe she only won HOH once, but still like knowing that she has the potential to like, you know, go back on that alliance with them, like they still want Chelsea there. So
yeah. I think the girls want a girls' alliance, but nobody's willing to like really start it because it's like
yeah.
Rubina and T-Core are cool, like with each other, but they wanted to keep Chelsea if Chelsea was on the block.
Yeah.
This makes you think like they just want to keep the women in, which is great, but it's like, are you guys gonna solidify an alliance, Which I
Yeah,
think
like
they should.
yeah, they definitely could. I think they were like they had that like unsaid, like unofficial alliance. I think in like the unicorn room in the beginning of the season, and the
Mhm.
girls were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna have our each other's backs," but it wasn't anything like official, you know, like them saying like making up a name or anything like that. So like I honestly think like at this point they could do it because Leah and Mackenzie right now are like floaters. You know, they
Yeah.
have no alliance.
No.
As long as they like if they were to like start something with them, I think they would stay with them, you
Mm.
know, because Mackenzie and Leo don't have anyone there.
Yeah. And
So
Mackenzie is a competitor. Like she
yeah,
can
she can
win stuff.
compete. Yeah,
So
she
they
can
should
win.
like totally form something with just the women.
Yeah,
And you know what? Bring in chemo too. The girls
yeah,
and the gays,
yeah. The girls and the gays for real. We will take that alliance because I'm honestly here for that alliance right now.
Yeah.
If that became a thing, because I mean, I don't mind Tucker, but like, I don't want him to win. You know,
He keeps
like
winning. It's repetitive.
yeah, and he's definitely not the most humble guy as
Oh,
well.
not at all.
So, I mean, he's definitely not winning this week because, you know, he can't play. So I'm excited to see who wins this week. I haven't been spoiled, but yeah, after his moves this week with putting up Chelsea on the block and using that veto, even though he didn't have to, you know, he's definitely making a huge target for himself. And if someone other than Rubina and Chikor and Chemo win, like they would be dumb to not put him on the block.
Mhm.
Like, and if they don't, they better put his ass up after veto, you
Yeah.
know. But he still has the potential to win AI.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm wondering how long this AI comp is even going to
Mhm.
last because it can't last forever. Like,
Yeah.
it's just
Like
till
it's
jury,
gotta end. Yeah, maybe because we're at what? This week is week 6, right? So it's gotta be soon. Like,
Yeah. I'm like waiting for it to end because I know the moment it ends, they're gonna be going like backdooring Tucker
they're gonna backdoor
and
his
he's
ass.
gonna be out of there.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'm thinking we got it for at least one more week because this week they're introducing that whole AI investigator,
Mhm.
something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, forget what the whole deal was with that. Didn't even vote, but whatever that is, maybe that's the start of, or maybe that will end the AI arena.
Special guest.
Hi, Tito.
Hi. Yeah, and I'm just gonna film with her on me. But so Brooklyn goes home this,
Hmm.
which
Thank
I'm
God.
glad because she showed her true colors. She
Hmm.
really did. Like from eating Angela's cheese right in front of her, like that's not
That
even
was
your stuff, and you're just putting
hmm
it upon yourself to eat it and share with everyone and say like you can't eat
so
it
rude.
anyway, you're a have not. Like that was so rude.
Yeah,
And
that
then
pissed me off.
during the veto comp, she's the one that messed up that entire house.
Yes,
She
that
messed
was
up
so
everything.
nice. Hmm. Like a literal child.
Yeah.
Like you're a mother. Like you should, like she should have known, like you should care about the house being messy the most.
Yeah.
Like what?
She, I was so annoyed with her because it was unnecessary for her to like take out all the trash and like flip all the mattresses and then go in people's closets like Tucker and T-Core, even though she knew it wasn't in there. Like,
Mhm.
oh, here's my revenge. And she starts
So
flying their
petty.
clothes. I was so annoyed with her. And I was like, after that, I was like, okay, you can go home now. Like that
Yeah.
was enough.
Yeah, 100%. I
Hmm.
was done with her betraying people, like lying. Like, I think Tucker did make the right choice in sending her home because she was kind of the brains behind the previous week with
Mhm.
putting Bina up next to Tucker. But yeah, I'm happy she's out. I'm I was done with her, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm really excited for this week.
Who do
Like
you think's gonna win HOH this week?
I want Mackenzie to win because like Mackenzie or Leah because they don't really have the alliances with them,
Yeah.
right now. So I want to see who would they put up. But also like what scares me about that is what if they put up like chemo? Because I
Mm,
feel like they don't have a
yeah, I
solid
could see
alliance with
that.
him. I would love Rubina to win. That would be fun. Because I think she would keep like the girls and the gays safe. But she definitely would not put up Tucker. So
Yeah.
I would wonder who she would put up.
Yeah, I feel like if Rubina was to win, she would put up Quinn, Joseph.
Mm.
But then again, they're all in that big alliance, right? They brought Joseph in.
Oh
Right.
yeah, so maybe not Joseph. It would have to be Quinn Cam.
Cam. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. I always forget Cam is there.
I know
He
he's
gets
so
no screen time.
yeah, like we thought he was gonna be good, and then like if he went this week, I was like, okay, send Cam home. Like if Brooklyn really did like win, AI Arena, I was like, okay, well Cam can go. Like he's not giving us anything,
Yeah.
you know. But who do you think is gonna win, bro?
I I hope exactly what you said, MJ or Leah, because they're kind of just floating on by. It would be nice to see like what moves they would make, but they would definitely probably go after the alliance. I don't think they would go after Tucker,
Hmm.
but go after that entire alliance that they're not a part of.
Yeah. And
However,
I
I
think
could also see
MJ,
them going after Rubina.
yeah, because apparently MJ is crushing on
Mhm.
Tucker. So I'm
Mhm.
like, MJ.
MJ and Leah. MJ and
Yeah, they
Leah
all
is
love Tucker.
crushing on him.
Chemo too.
Yeah.
Chemo loves Tucker
He
too.
got everybody in the house crushing on him.
Yeah. Oh my God, didn't they have a scene of like Chemo talking about Tucker or something? That was
Mhm.
so funny.
Yeah,
Chemo is
that was
just
sad.
cracking me up. And I love that like the fans like Chemo as well. The fans and Big Brother.
Yeah.
I'm happy for that. We love the success of a Hawaii
Yeah,
person.
I agree. And so although I'm not like keeping up with the live feeds, I see some clips that started popping up on my TikTok.
Hmm.
And the first clip that popped up was Rubina and Tucker getting at it.
Oh,
Did you see that?
in the HOH room.
Yeah. And the
Yeah, they were
plane
out here
pops off
cuddling.
Yeah. And I was like,
Mhm.
oh, okay.
Yeah, it was making out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting.
And then
Not
the other
surprised.
one I saw, which was most recently, was there was some racist shit said.
Yes, okay. I was just about to say that. I don't know what the what the situation was. Do you know what the whole situation was?
Everybody doesn't really know because the feed's cut, but
Yeah.
was reading the comments. It has to do with Chelsea.
Hmm.
Somebody said it to Chelsea, made her cry, and people are thinking it's Leah.
Leah,
Leah.
right? Okay. And they were like, Leah had like two or three other times where, like, they were like, Leah has said stuff before. Like,
Mhm.
I saw someone say that in the comments. We probably saw the same exact tweet
I think so.
because I saw like the apparently the house guests were like, I hope Chelsea's doing okay. I
Yeah,
hope
yeah, I
Chelsea's
saw that.
okay. So I'm like, what could have happened? Like, and like, so I'm thinking like maybe like, do you think like Leah won HOH and maybe like she told Chelsea she's gonna put her up?
I don't know.
I don't know, but
I mean,
I
that's
didn't
a good
know that.
guess, though. I could
Like,
see that happening.
yeah, because Leah and Chelsea don't really seem like they interact with each other the most, right? So I don't know. But yeah, I did see that whole like something racist happen and then the feeds were off for like 10 hours or something like that.
Hmm. And
So
when the feeds are cut, stuff is going
mhm,
down.
yeah, drama is happening. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
But then
kind
I
of
also saw comments that were like, if it was like racist stuff happening, why didn't they like kick them out? You know?
yeah. It couldn't have been anything like really serious, you know?
Yeah. So I'm curious to see if they're even gonna air that, or if it's just gonna be like
Yeah.
something that they're just gonna slide under the rug and not show us, because there's people that don't watch the live feeds
Mhm.
and they're not on social media, like all the OG Big Brother watchers.
Yeah.
They don't know what's gonna like what is
The
actually
truth
going
is,
down.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, low key, because like the producers can edit the show however they want, you know,
Hmm.
like we're seeing so little bit of what is actually being like shown, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of hard. That's why I do like keeping up with the feeds, because it really, I feel like keeps me on the game and like I don't want to be liking and standing someone so hard and then find out they're being like a horrible person behind the scenes, you know?
Hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Because that happens, you know, like because
Hmm.
they be protecting certain people,
Hmm.
the producers, you know. Even like with Angela's thing, like Angela has done like some other things and you know, they haven't really shown it. So we'll see. Hopefully it's nothing really bad. And if it was something like super racial and if she said like a term or whatever, then someone would have definitely been kicked out. But yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully this week is good. And I mean, I'm hoping, I don't know what I hope for. I hope that it's someone not on Tucker's side, but
Hmm.
if it isn't, then like, I don't know. Like, I hope Chelsea doesn't win because like Chemo is gonna be on that block. Like, Chemo win for us.
Yeah. I would like to
Win
see
for us,
Chemo
bro.
win something.
Yeah.
Or T-Core, like give him a win.
Yeah. Because Chemo and T-Core, I think they have a good potential of making it to the very end, but people might see them as like dirty
Flip-floppers.
yeah,
Yeah.
because of everything. But this is all pre-jury.
Yeah.
So as long as they do okay when jury comes and they're good with the jury members, then they might be fine, you know. It's so early in the game. That's the crazy part. It feels like we've been watching for a long time, but
Yeah.
there's still a
Eight.
shit ton of people. Yeah, there's still a lot of people left. So yeah. We actually, if you guys are listening or watching, we're actually thinking about starting another, well, not another podcast, but another video for each week or every other week where we discuss the challenge because the challenge battle of the eras, I think we're calling it, is on right now and it's season 40 and we both love the challenge as well. So, you know, we might discuss it for you all if that's what y'all want.
Let us know in the comments if we should or not.
Yeah. That might not even what you guys want, but like we might just do it
Yeah,
anyways.
we're gonna do it anyway. Nobody asked
Yeah.
for it, but we're gonna do
Yeah.
it.
Pretty much. So, yeah, you guys can look forward to that from us, either this week or next week. Since the challenge is very much like the challenge is only on once a week, right? So
Mhm.
we'll probably combine episodes when we discuss the challenge,
Yeah.
just because, not a lot might be happening. So, yeah,
It
just
just
have that.
depends. It just depends
Yeah.
what's going on.
If
But
there's a
you're
big blow
back with
up,
our weekly episodes
a
of Big
big
Brother.
brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're still here and we're still reporting, whether you
Yes.
like it or not, whether you're watching or not, or listening or not.
Yeah.
We're here and
Mhm.
we're doing it.
We had a little detour. I was in Cali for a little bit. I wanted to go to the Big Brother house, but we couldn't. But yeah, so I'm excited to get back into the podcasting and the discussing and yeah, just everything social media. Might be starting my YouTube channel, fam. Might be just, we need to get back in the game with life. So that's why we back in this podcast. But yeah, thanks for watching. And if you're on Spotify, thanks for listening to this week's podcast where we discuss weeks 3, 4, and 5 of Big Brother. If you guys want to hear or see more of us, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we will not only be discussing Big Brother, but we'll be throwing in a couple episodes of the challenge for you all. So if you like that, make sure you hit that subscribe and also give us a like, fam, because it actually does help. Thanks for watching, fam, and we'll see you guys next week with another recap of Big Brother. So expect the unexpected, fam.
And love one another.